Most people in the dropshipping community who already saw some success in some winning products in the past but couldn't make it consistent think that it's because of the business model. Okay? They think it's not really sustainable because of Facebook blocks, because of payment holds, and in general all the inconsistencies the dropshipping business kind of brings with it. In reality, it's not the dropshipping business model. Okay? It's you doing it wrong. And over the last 4 years, we've been consistently making dropshipping stores work over a period of years. Okay? It's not like a thing where it's like one really good month and everything crashes again. No. I'm actually talking about multiple years straight in a row, which actually give you 5 figures in profit every single month consistently. So I'm going to give you the top 3 things which are actually stopping you from having this consistency. Number 1, and this one's huge, is becoming a lazy person and becoming comfortable after you start making profits. And this happens to almost everybody. If you make your first 10K profit per month, you literally think you made it. Okay? You think the next month is going to be 10K as well, the next month is going to be even higher, and basically it's just going to go upwards from here because I already made 10K, I understand how it works, now I just have to scale this, spend more money and make more, that's it. Okay? Unfortunately, that is not reality. And with your first 10K, all the real dropshipping things just get started. You're not going to be able to live sustainably from one time making 10K. You actually need to make 10K consistently. However, the problem is the delayed impact of your work right now. Okay, so if you do things right now and you do them really, really well, nothing is going to change in the next week. And nothing is also going to change in the next few weeks. However, you're going to feel the impact down the line a few months later. Okay? And the exact opposite is also the case. If you don't do shit for the next week and you are making good money, that doesn't mean that you're making the money because you're not doing anything. You already have a winning product and it's doing well, and you feel like, and then you don't do things for a week and it's still doing well because what you do right now is not impacting the money you make today. Okay? And this is very hard to understand because normally when you do things, you want to see the instant gratification or instant result of what you did, but you don't. And for example, if you make 10K profit per month and you start testing products, new products, you already have a winner and you start testing new ones, and you don't find a winner for the first month, it feels like it's a waste of money and it feels like a waste of time. Why? Because you could have been doing nothing and not spending no money on testing new products. However, you would have gotten the exact same results monetarily, even better because you didn't spend money. However, if you keep going until you find a winning product and now you have 2 winners, the consistency literally doubled. Okay? With 2 winning products at the same time, you have double the consistency because one thing goes down, 50% is still there. The other thing goes down, the other 50% is there. So basically, the chances of everything going down at the same time are way lower. And then you keep testing more and more and more. And you're going to have the 4th and 5th winner. And if you don't have 3 winners at all times, you're doing something wrong. Okay? The goal is always to have at least 3 winning products at a time, and at the same time start branding one of them or multiple. Okay? If you have a proper brand, it's kind of okay sometimes to test a little bit less, okay, in terms of products. However, you have to actually have a very, very consistent brand on a high level, and then you can actually pull it off to only have 1 winning product at a time because things are way more stable, okay? But until you're there, you cannot afford any no testing phases, okay? That's crucial. Number 2 is diversifying everything. Okay, and I right now already talked about diversifying the products. However, in reality, you need to diversify everything you're doing. Okay, the number 1 thing is testing a crazy amount of creatives. The number 2 thing is, and this kind of goes hand in hand, but going really hard on influencers. So reaching out to a crazy amount of influencers and literally getting content from them for your creatives, and also at the same time make money from the shout outs you're getting, because that is a new stream of income, which you needed. Because if Facebook goes down because you're not verified, because you don't have like agency accounts or you're not like branded yet, and things can go down, you still have the influencers for the second stream of income. Okay? Then you start doing TikTok or other things. And the main thing is not having this kind of like black box. So if one thing in the business goes down, everything shouldn't shut down. Okay? That's very important, including payment providers, so warming up PayPal accounts is important. And then having backup alternatives for Stripe. And all of those things are issues which you're gonna face down the line, so prepare it, okay? You don't have to do all of this before you have your first winner. However, after you have your first winner, you basically made the decision that this is for you, okay? Most people, after finding their first winning product, they understand, all right, in the next year at least, I'm gonna do dropshipping really, really hard, okay? And if you have that, then at least prepare for every scenario which there could be a plan B, all right? And in this case, plan Bs are super important. And just think of one thing which, if it would go down, your whole business shut down. So for example, if you're the person who's managing the ads, and you're the only person who's able to manage the ads, that means that right now, if you would get super sick and for the next 2 weeks you're out, you cannot do anything, the business is down, okay? Everything is down. However, if you teach a person just the basics so they can at least maintain the things which are running, everything is fine again. Then basically this black box is gone, okay? Same thing goes for multiple Facebook accounts. Same thing goes for multiple creatives. If you only depend on one single creative and that goes down, you're fucked. Same thing goes for Facebook pages. If one Facebook page goes down, you're also fucked. And then the same thing obviously goes for products, etc. I really hope that you actually apply this, because if you don't, you're gonna be dependent on one single thing. And also the same thing even goes for a person who's doing your ads, okay? If you only have one person who possibly could manage doing your ads, in terms of the creatives, and he gets sick or he gets in a car accident or whatever, something can happen, or he just ghosts you for whatever reason, you cannot test ads, okay? So you should have a backup. And you really have to think through all the things which could go wrong. So think of the worst case and all the things you need to do right now to prevent the worst case from happening. However, if it does happen, what do you do then? What is the plan B? Now, the last thing you need to do to make things consistent, and I already touched on this a little bit, is branding, okay? There's two components of branding which are super important. Number one is really good product quality and customer support and all the basically the customer experience. When you start branding, this actually matters a lot. You're gonna have returning customers, you're gonna have less issues with Facebook, you're gonna have less issues with PayPal or Stripe and all of those things. Your risks just minimize drastically. And the second component, which also goes hand in hand with this, is the influencers and just the flow of new content just coming into the funnel, okay? So you're constantly there testing new creatives. However, you can only afford testing new creatives with a thing which is called agency accounts. Because I understand how stressful it can be to have a really strong winner, and then you're thinking, all right, if I'm gonna test the next 10 videos and 10 creatives, maybe I'm gonna get shut down because I do something wrong with one, or basically Facebook is gonna block me for no reason because I just uploaded too many videos and basically one got flagged. You can only actually do mass testing with creatives with agency accounts. Because what an agency account is, just to summarize this, is an account which only will get shut down if a real person from Facebook decides that your account needs to go down, okay? So the automatic review, basically the Facebook bot, is out of the way. And the Facebook bot is mainly responsible for all the blocks you ever experienced, okay? So for example, if you say something like, before I looked at this, I laughed so hard. If you say that sentence, maybe Facebook could interpret that as before and after, and you said before, and that's why you need to shut down because you made it too strong of a claim. Random bullshit which you're not responsible for. However, Facebook can misunderstand things because it's a bot. A real person wouldn't misunderstand this. Is it easy to get access to an agency account? No. You need to have a threshold of sales coming in per month, and you need to have a consistent ad spend going out, okay? Ideally. There are ways around it, and it does cost money. However, if you are really interested in an agency account and you already are making some decent sales, or at least have a good ad spend, then comment the word agency account below this video and we're gonna send them your way. However, if you want me to actually guide you through all the process of diversifying the business and having a consistent income with dropshipping, click the link below, sign up for a free consultation session with me personally. We're gonna have a one-on-one call and find out if everything is a good fit. If yes, we're gonna start the mentoring program where I'm gonna teach you exactly what you need to do to make things work long-term and consistently, okay? So click the link below and see you there.